Good morning, sixth graders.
Good morning.
We hope you're having a good day. We are coming to you because we see that many of you are misunderstanding what we're wanting on this rhythm assessment that we've given you on October 29th. So when you get this email, you need to go back to that assignment day and look for the picture that is on our page, because we're getting ready to go through and explain precisely what we want you to do. We thought we had made it clear, but we realized that we need to make it a little bit more understandable, okay?
Clear, yeah.
Definitely more clear. So we know that this is the meter signature. Top number tells us there are 4 beats in a measure. Bottom number tells us that the quarter note gets the beat. Then when we say in the instructions, we want you to write what you say underneath each one of these rhythm values. We're literally wanting you to write exactly what we say.
What you would say.
So if we would, what would we say here, Ms. Lowry?
One. Because it's
So-
just one sound on a beat and it's the first
It's
beat
the first
of the
beat.
measure.
So we're literally going to write 1, just like that,
The number
the
one.
number 1. Now we're going to the second beat. So what
There
would
are
the second
two
beat?
sounds on that beat. So the first stick gets the number 2, and then we put a plus sign, but we say and.
Oh, so I can't do this?
No, Miss Stobie.
Okay. All right. So
We never do that.
Several of you did that.
Yep.
We want to make sure that you understand that it is a plus sign that looks just like this. Just like the picture that is on our October 29th video, that's the and, okay? Now we're moving to the third beat. So we're going to start with the number 3.
And there's 4 sounds on that beat.
So we're going to have 4 separate things.
Yes, so we have a number and then several symbols. We have an E, the
And you know-
letter E.
The letter E, and it's always going to be a lowercase e, not an uppercase. 3 E
Plus,
and
yeah.
3 E and say it, go. 3 E and Very good. Now, Miss Lowry, this is a quarter rest. It's worth 1 beat.
It is.
We have 1, 2, and 3 E and Now, we don't say anything, so we don't write anything.
It is beat 4, but
It
we
is
do not
beat 4,
say it.
and we do not write it. We're not going to write it.
We
okay?
are not going to write it, but it
We're
is
not.
beat 4.
It is beat 4, but don't write anything. Then we cross the bar line, and again, we have to have 4 beats in every measure, so we start off with 1 and
Ooh, half note.
2.
How many beats does a half note get?
2 beats. Now, in this case, we're going to say 2, but we need to know that you're saying 2 for 2 beats. So we're going to draw a line. 2.
All the way to the next beat. That shows us that you understand that note gets 2 beats.
You can't just say 1 and 2, because then I'd need to alter the rhythm and put a rest. It's got to be 1 and 2. Then what comes next? Ooh, it looks a lot like this one, Miss Lowry.
Yes. So, but it's on beat 4.
That's
so
right,
we
it's
would
on beat
say
4.
4 E and
4 E and
ah.
There you go.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to keep a steady beat and say everything that we've written. Okay? Ready? Here you go. 1, 2, and 3 E and 1 and 2, 4 E and Now, let's just say for kicks, we have a different rest. It's not one that you are being assessed on right now, but let's say you've got a rest that looks like that. That is called a half rest. This is called a half note. And they both get the same amount of
They
beats.
do. And this one gets 2 beats of sound, whereas this gets 2 beats of
Silence. So if we don't say anything, we don't write anything, right? Now, we also do not want you to write things like, oh, well, this is a quarter rest. That's a quarter rest. And we don't want you writing above it I've seen this before. I've seen things like that because it's showing me beat numbers, but that's not what we've asked you to do. So it's incredibly important as an online learner that you watch and read our instructions very carefully. That's one thing that might be a bit of a disadvantage because you're not in our classroom and you're not able to ask us these questions in real time, but you've got to read our instructions, okay? Our instructions say right underneath what we say. If we say it, we write it. If we don't say it, we don't write it. And you know what, guys? If you ever have any questions, send us an email. Let us know. Let us know that you have a question. If we need to set up a Zoom meeting or a conference to have our online learners come in to ask questions at one time, we sure can do that. But make sure you go back and look at October 29th. Resubmit your work unless you've received feedback from us that you've got it right. Go back and redo this and send it to us again.
Yes,
okay?
I've already sent messages in Canvas to some students that are my students saying you need to go back and watch the video.
So have I.
Hopefully this will help explain it more and resubmit for a higher grade.
Awesome.
All right. Bye,
Happy
y'all.
Halloween.